Do you feel trapped in your own thoughts? Are you constantly replaying scenarios in your mind, worrying about the future, or dwelling on past mistakes? If so, you're not alone. Overthinking is a common issue that affects many people, and it can have a significant impact on our daily lives. In this video, we'll explore what overthinking is, why it happens, and most importantly, how to break free from its grip. Overthinking often looks like a never-ending loop of thoughts that seem to spin out of control. It's that nagging voice in your head that won't quiet down, constantly analyzing every situation from multiple angles. This excessive thinking can affect your ability to make decisions, enjoy the present moment, and even get a good night's sleep. It's like your mind is stuck in overdrive, and you can't find the off switch. Let's dive into the overthinking cycle to understand it better. It usually starts with a trigger. This could be a stressful situation at work, a conversation with a friend, or even something as simple as choosing what to wear. Once triggered, your thoughts begin to spiral. You might start imagining worst-case scenarios, questioning your every decision, or trying to predict every possible outcome. This pattern of thinking can lead to physical and emotional effects like increased heart rate, sweating, feelings of anxiety, and difficulty concentrating. Understanding why we overthink is crucial in learning how to stop. From an evolutionary perspective, our brains are wired to anticipate and prepare for potential threats. This was incredibly useful when we had to worry about predators. But in our modern world, this same mechanism can lead to excessive worry about things that aren't actually threatening our survival. Today's fast-paced, information-overloaded society also contributes to overthinking. We're constantly bombarded with stimuli and expected to make quick decisions, which can overwhelm our cognitive processes. Additionally, personal experiences, such as past traumas or learned behaviors, can reinforce overthinking patterns. The cost of overthinking is high. It takes a toll on our mental health, potentially leading to or exacerbating conditions like anxiety and depression. It can strain our relationships as we become preoccupied with our thoughts and less present with others. Overthinking can also significantly reduce our productivity. When we're stuck in our heads, it becomes difficult to take action or complete tasks efficiently. Recognizing when you're overthinking is the first step towards breaking the cycle. Common signs include difficulty making decisions, constantly second-guessing yourself, losing sleep over your thoughts, and feeling mentally exhausted. A helpful self-assessment technique is to pay attention to how much time you spend mulling over a single thought or situation. If you find yourself unable to let go of an idea or constantly revisiting the same worry, you're likely overthinking. Mindfulness can be a powerful tool in combating overthinking. At its core, mindfulness is about being present in the current moment without judgment. It involves observing your thoughts rather than getting caught up in them. Simple mindfulness exercises can help you start this practice. For instance, you can try focusing on your breath for a few minutes each day, noticing the sensation of air moving in and out of your body. This helps anchor you to the present moment and can interrupt the cycle of overthinking. Let's explore some practical strategies to stop overthinking. Thought-stopping techniques can be effective. When you notice yourself spiraling into overthinking, try mentally yelling, "Stop," to yourself. This interruption can help break the cycle. Another strategy is to redirect your attention. When overthinking strikes, engage in an activity that requires focus, like solving a puzzle or doing a household chore. This shifts your mental energy away from the overthinking loop. Setting worry time limits is another useful technique. Allocate a specific time each day, say 15 minutes, where you allow yourself to worry. Outside of this time, when worries arise, remind yourself that you'll address them during your designated worry time. Lifestyle changes can also play a significant role in reducing overthinking. Sleep habits are particularly important. Lack of sleep can exacerbate overthinking, so aim for a consistent sleep schedule and create a relaxing bedtime routine. Regular exercise is another powerful tool. Physical activity releases endorphins, which can improve mood and reduce stress. It also provides a natural outlet for excess mental energy. Nutrition also plays a role. A balanced diet can help stabilize mood and energy levels, making it easier to manage your thoughts. Building new thought habits is crucial for long-term change. Positive self-talk is a key component of this. When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk, consciously replace those thoughts with more balanced, realistic ones. Gratitude practices can also shift your focus from worries to positive aspects of your life. Try listing 3 things you're grateful for each day. Celebrating small wins is another effective strategy. Acknowledge and appreciate your daily accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. Sometimes seeking support can make a big difference in managing overthinking. Don't hesitate to reach out to friends and family. Talking about your thoughts can often help put them in perspective. If overthinking is significantly impacting your life, consider professional help options. A therapist or counselor can provide strategies tailored to your specific situation. Support groups, either in person or online, can also be beneficial. Connecting with others who experience similar challenges can provide comfort and new coping strategies. In our digital age, it's important to consider the role of technology in overthinking. While technology can contribute to information overload and stress, it can also be a tool for mental wellness. Consider trying a digital detox. Set aside specific times to disconnect from your devices and social media. This can help quiet your mind and reduce the influx of information that often fuels overthinking. On the flip side, there are many apps designed to support mental wellness. These can include meditation apps, mood trackers, or apps that provide cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. For long-term growth and management of overthinking, it's helpful to set realistic goals. Start small. Maybe your goal is to catch yourself overthinking once a day and apply a coping strategy. As you progress, you can set more ambitious goals. Tracking your progress can be motivating. Consider keeping a journal where you note instances of overthinking and the strategies you use to manage them. This can help you see patterns and improvements over time. Remember that managing overthinking is a process, and what works best may change over time. Be willing to adapt your strategies as needed. Overthinking often manifests as an endless stream of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. It's like your mind becomes a movie theater, constantly playing out potential future disasters or replaying past mistakes. This mental chatter can be exhausting, leaving you feeling drained and unable to focus on the present moment. It's important to recognize that while some level of analysis and reflection is healthy, excessive overthinking can become a barrier to living a fulfilling life. One of the challenges with overthinking is that it can masquerade as problem solving. You might convince yourself that by thinking about a situation from every possible angle, you're being thorough and prepared. However, there's a crucial difference between productive problem solving and unproductive rumination. Problem solving involves identifying an issue, considering possible solutions, and taking action. Overthinking, on the other hand, often involves obsessing over the problem without moving towards a solution. The physical effects of overthinking shouldn't be underestimated. When we're caught in a cycle of anxious thoughts, our body responds as if we're facing a real threat. This can lead to increased heart rate, muscle tension, and even digestive issues. Over time, chronic overthinking can contribute to a range of health problems, including headaches, fatigue, and a weakened immune system. Recognizing these physical symptoms can be a helpful cue to interrupt the overthinking cycle. It's worth noting that overthinking doesn't just affect our personal lives, it can have significant impacts on our professional lives as well. In the workplace, overthinking can lead to procrastination, missed deadlines, and difficulty collaborating with others. It can also hinder creativity and innovation, as the fear of making mistakes or being judged can prevent us from sharing ideas or taking necessary risks. One interesting aspect of overthinking is how it relates to our sense of control. Often we overthink situations because we're trying to control outcomes or prepare for every possible scenario. However, this illusion of control can actually increase our anxiety. Learning to accept uncertainty and recognize that we can't control everything is a crucial step in managing overthinking. When it comes to mindfulness practices, consistency is key. It's not about long meditation sessions. Even a few minutes of mindful awareness each day can make a difference. You might try a body scan, where you systematically focus on different parts of your body, noticing any sensations without judgment. Or you could practice mindful eating, paying full attention to the tastes, textures, and smells of your food. These practices help train your brain to stay in the present moment, reducing the tendency to get lost in thoughts about the past or future. Another powerful strategy for managing overthinking is cognitive restructuring. This involves identifying and challenging unhelpful thought patterns. For example, if you find yourself catastrophizing, assuming the worst possible outcome, you can ask yourself questions like, what evidence do I have that this will actually happen? Or, what's a more balanced way of looking at this situation? Over time, this practice can help you develop a more realistic and less anxiety-provoking thought process. It's also helpful to consider the role of perfectionism in overthinking. Many overthinkers have high standards for themselves and worry excessively about making mistakes or being judged by others. While striving for excellence can be positive, perfectionism can become a trap that fuels overthinking. Learning to embrace imperfection and view mistakes as opportunities for growth can be liberating and reduce the tendency to overthink. Physical exercise deserves special mention as a strategy for managing overthinking. Not only does it provide a healthy outlet for excess mental energy, but it also promotes the production of neurotransmitters that enhance mood and reduce stress. Activities like running, swimming, or cycling can create a meditative state where the mind naturally quiets. Team sports or group fitness classes can provide the added benefit of social connection, which can be a powerful antidote to overthinking. Sleep hygiene is another crucial area to address when tackling overthinking. Many people find that their overthinking intensifies at night when they're trying to fall asleep. Establishing a consistent sleep routine can help signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. This might include avoiding screens for an hour before bed, creating a relaxing bedtime ritual like reading or gentle stretching, and ensuring your sleeping environment is comfortable and conducive to rest. Nutrition plays a more significant role in mental health than many people realize. Certain foods can exacerbate anxiety and overthinking, while others can have a calming effect. For example, excessive caffeine or sugar intake can increase feelings of anxiety and restlessness, potentially fueling overthinking. On the other hand, foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like fatty fish, walnuts, and flax seeds, and foods high in magnesium like leafy greens and whole grains can support brain health and potentially reduce anxiety. When it comes to building new thought habits, patience and self-compassion are essential. It's important to remember that you're trying to rewire patterns of thinking that may have been in place for years. Celebrate small victories along the way and don't be discouraged by setbacks. Each time you catch yourself overthinking and apply a coping strategy, you're strengthening new neural pathways in your brain. The practice of gratitude deserves special attention as a powerful antidote to overthinking. When we're caught up in worry or rumination, our focus narrows to perceived threats or problems. Gratitude helps broaden our perspective, reminding us of the positive aspects of our lives. You might try keeping a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day, or you could practice gratitude in the moment by pausing throughout the day to appreciate something in your environment, the warmth of the sun, the taste of your coffee, or a kind gesture from a friend. Social connection is another powerful tool in managing overthinking. Humans are social creatures, and isolation can exacerbate negative thought patterns. Make an effort to maintain and nurture your relationships. This doesn't mean you need to be constantly socializing. Even brief, meaningful interactions can have a positive impact on your mental state. If you're struggling with overthinking, reaching out to a trusted friend or family member can provide valuable perspective and emotional support. It's worth noting that while self-help strategies can be very effective, there are times when professional help is necessary. If overthinking is significantly impacting your quality of life, causing persistent distress or interfering with your ability to function in daily life, it's important to seek the support of a mental health professional. They can provide personalized strategies and, if necessary, explore whether underlying conditions like anxiety or depression might be contributing to your overthinking. The role of technology in overthinking is complex. On one hand, constant connectivity and information overload can fuel overthinking. Social media, in particular, can be a breeding ground for comparison and self-doubt. On the other hand, technology can also provide valuable tools for managing overthinking. Meditation apps, for example, can guide you through mindfulness exercises. Mood tracking apps can help you identify patterns in your thoughts and emotions. The key is to use technology mindfully, being aware of how different apps and activities affect your mental state. When it comes to setting goals for managing overthinking, it's important to be specific and realistic. Instead of a vague goal like "stop overthinking," you might set a goal to apply a thought-stopping technique once a day, or practice 5 minutes of mindfulness each morning. As you progress, you can gradually increase the frequency or duration of these practices. Tracking your progress can be highly motivating. You might keep a simple log of instances when you caught yourself overthinking and what strategy you used to manage it. Over time, you might notice that certain situations or times of day are more likely to trigger overthinking, allowing you to be proactive in applying coping strategies. Remember that managing overthinking is not about eliminating all negative thoughts. It's normal and healthy to experience a range of emotions and to think through important decisions. The goal is to find a balance where you can think productively without getting stuck in unproductive rumination. As you work on managing overthinking, you may find that other areas of your life begin to improve as well. Many people report increased creativity, better decision-making skills, and improved relationships as they learn to quiet their overactive minds. You may find yourself more present in your daily life, better able to enjoy simple pleasures and meaningful moments with loved ones. It's also worth considering how cultural factors might influence overthinking. In some cultures, there's a high value placed on achievement and productivity, which can fuel perfectionism and overthinking. Recognizing these cultural influences can help you develop a more balanced perspective and challenge unhelpful beliefs. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. The key is to approach this journey with patience, self-compassion, and a commitment to ongoing growth and self-awareness. You have the power to reshape your thought patterns and break free from the cycle of overthinking. By implementing these strategies and consistently practicing new ways of thinking, you can cultivate a calmer, more focused mind. This doesn't mean you'll never worry or analyze situations. Rather, you'll develop the ability to engage in productive thinking without getting stuck in endless loops of anxiety or rumination. Remember, every step you take towards managing your thoughts is a victory. Even becoming aware of when you're overthinking is progress. As you continue on this path, you may find that not only does your overthinking decrease, but your overall quality of life improves. You may experience more peace, greater productivity, and deeper connections with others. We encourage you to start small. Choose one strategy from this video to implement today. Perhaps it's a quick mindfulness exercise, or maybe it's setting a specific worry time. Whatever you choose, commit to trying it consistently for a week and see what changes you notice. Your mind is a powerful tool, and learning to use it effectively can transform your life. You don't have to be a prisoner to your thoughts. With practice and patience, you can learn to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them, to challenge unhelpful thinking patterns, and to redirect your mental energy in more productive ways. We'd love to hear about your experiences with overthinking and what strategies you find most helpful. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's support each other on this journey towards mental clarity and peace. Remember, you're not alone in this struggle, and every small step counts. Here's to quieting the mental chatter and living more fully in the present moment.